Hey everyone, Lachlan here and you're watching Cockatoo Transit. Today is the first day of the new L4 from Westmead to Carlingford via Parramatta, and I'm taking a trip on one of the first trams on the line. And we are leaving Westmead, so that's 15? Yeah, 15 stops to go. And here we are at Westmead Hospital, which serves the hospital of the same name. Now, the hospital, or well, its car park, is behind me, and the hospital's actually been served by rapid transit for a few years before the Parramatta Light Rail. You might not see it here, but just down the road towards Westmead, the Northwest Transitway intersects the Parramatta Light Rail corridor. It features a stop at the southeast corner of the hospital, named simply Hospital. It opened in March of 2007. It's time to head to the next stop. It's just a few hundred metres north of here. This is the Children's Hospital tram stop, another part of Westmead Hospital, albeit further north. Just before the station here is a massive curve outside the entrance to the Children's Hospital, which gives its name to the stop. Now, a little known fact about this stop, it wasn't always going to be called this. During planning, it was actually planned to be called Ngara. It's a Darug word and it means infant, quite fitting for a hospital for children. Ultimately though, the name Children's Hospital stuck. This stop is called Ngara. Ngara is another Darug word that means to hear, listen or think. Originally planned to be called Cumberland Hospital, Ngara is located at the eastern edge of the expansive hospital precinct. West of here is about 400 metres of green track, which is embedded in the grass and makes the whole area look wonderful. It's so awesome, I love the idea. Fun fact too, it uses 81% less concrete. Here's the Benno Oval stop, which is a 5-minute walk from the actual Benno Oval. It was originally going to be called Factory Street, which is the name of the street that the light rail turns onto just behind me. But who was Benno, and why does he have an oval and now a tram stop named after him? Well, Richie Benno was a cricketer who played for the Australian team, and later on was a popular commentator. He grew up here in Parramatta, and was an incredible all-rounder in the sport, very much deserving of the name. What's also at this interesting intersection is where the light rail joins the former alignment of the Rogans Hill Railway. It ran from Castle Hill through Balcombe Hills to here at Factory Street, and down Church Street to Parramatta Station. It wasn't a railway so much as a tramway, and was in service throughout the early 20th century, eventually closing in the 1920s. Let's follow it to the CBD. This is Fennell Street. Not much to say about it, honestly. No, really, what's even like here? Genuinely. Welcome to Fennell Street. A light here for a chemist, a derelict shopping area, and a hell of a lot of property agents. It's better than the old car park that was here. I guess. Alright, let's get out of here, I'm so bored. Prince Alfred Square is this stop, and it serves Prince Alfred Square, as well as the Western Sydney Stadium. When there's events on at the stadium, there'll be extra services from Parramatta Square to Westmead to help handle the crowds. Do you support the Parramatta Eels? This is the stop for you. The stop will also serve the nearby Riverside Theatres.
This stop is Church Street.
And we head over the Parramatta River for the second time. Into Parramatta CBD we go. Church Street tram stop now, and the parts of Church Street and Parramatta CBD have all been pedestrianised for the light rail. It's an interesting environment for the businesses here on the street, and the stop was, for quite a while, planned to be called Eat Street. With all the restaurants and shops around here, I can see why. Just south of here, the line crosses another old tramway. This one was called the Duck River Tramway. It ran from Parramatta Park right down to Redbank Wharf. More on that in about 3 stops time. For now, we're headed to the centre of it all. This is Parramatta Square. It's right next to the future metro station and a block or two away from the existing Parramatta station. It's definitely the hub of the network, with plenty of terminating facilities here, plus a ton of civic features like the library, the town hall, and of course the rail and metro stations. In the future, the Powerhouse Museum is also setting up a site just nearby, so if anywhere's in the running for the centre of Sydney's second city, it's right about here. This stop is named after the Robin Thomas Reserve, and for a time was going to be called Harris Street, which is this street behind me. Alfred Robert Thomas, or, well, Robin Thomas, used to be the mayor of Parramatta, and it's here where there's some more of my beloved green track, which runs between here and the next stop. This is Tramway Avenue, and as the name suggests, a tram line used to run where the stop is today. Yep, it's the Duck River Tramway. From here, it headed east along the riverbank, over there in the mostly industrial suburb of Camellia. The tramway operated from 1883 to 1943, a span of 60 years. Ultimately, it was the last distance tramway in the Parramatta area, with steam trams limited to a short track in Parramatta Park, with that too eventually meeting its end in a tragic fire. But today, trams have returned to Tramway Avenue, after over 80 years. After the stop, we take the new Bidgie Bidgie Bridge over James Roos Drive. Bidgie Bidgie was an Indigenous man from the area who, with his expansive learned knowledge of English, became an important elder in the Sydney region. Now we approach Rosehill Gardens, and these are the tracks that lead to the new light rail depot on Grand Avenue. Here at Rosehill Gardens, the tram stop serves the racecourse of the same name. It's at the site of what was once Camellia Station, which, until its closure, was actually the least used station in all of Sydney. That title today goes to Clarendon Station. Click the link in the top right if you're interested. Rosehill itself was formerly a station too, located to the south of here, and it served the racecourse, even featuring dedicated infrastructure for the crowds and the horses. Today though, the tram passes to the north. Rosehill has also been in the news lately as a potential site for a station on Sydney Metro West. Depending on the settlement between the Australian Turf Club and the government, this could be the site of a future city, served both by the tram stop here, the new L5 which will soon go to Olympic Park, and a metro line, all in the area. A third and final crossing of the Parramatta River brings us to Yellamundi. It's at the old site of Rydalmere Station, and quite close to Western Sydney University's Rydalmere campus. Yellamundi, if you're wondering, means storytelling. What isn't so close to Rydalmere though is Rydalmere Ferry Wharf. If you want to get a ferry from here at the light rail stop, you can expect a half-hour's walk between the two. Up on that bridge is the busy Victoria Road, which acts as an alternate route between the city and Parramatta, and if you want to get to the university here, it's a few minutes walk alongside the light rail. Back in the 1990s, it actually switched sides. You see, it was a one-platform station located on the west side of the line, but for some reason, it moved to the east side, over the position of former goods yards, and bizarrely, on the opposite side to the university. I have no clue why. If you know, let me know in the comments. Anyway, here's Dundas, and they've actually kept the old station building from the Carlingford line here, because it's heritage listed. I really like it. It's a nice touch, and it's definitely a good reminder of the old Carlingford line that ran through here. And here we are at Talopia, which was once a very basic single platform station. The light rails really improved the area. Talopia, along with Dundas and Carlingford, are the only stations on the line that have retained their original name from the Carlingford line era, with Rydalmere and Camellia changing, and Rosehill closing. Well, that was the first trip for us. Now we're here at Carlingford. Carlingford was once the terminus of the Carlingford rail line. It's less than a 10-minute drive to Epping Station, and maybe one day we'll see light rail running there too. Until next time, thanks for watching. Today is the first day of the new L4 from Westmead to Carlingford by tram passes to the north. Rosehill's also been in the news lately as a potential site for a station in Sydney Metro West. Depending on the settlement between the Australian Turf Club and the government, this could be the site of a future city, served both by the tram stop here and the new L5 which will soon go to Olympic Park. It's a future-shaping decision, and time will tell to see whether or not Rosehill is one day forward. Anyway, here's Dundas. And here's Dundas, and they've actually kept the old station building from the Carlingford line.